Welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Okay, I'm just been sort of pulling out all my sort of decks that have animals on them. Now, it's been a bit of a challenge really because I'm sure I've got other decks that I haven't included in this pile. But let's sort of begin with the basic ones that I've got here. Okay, I've got some tarot, some oracle, so there'll be a bit of a mixture. So let's just move the mouse out of the way. I don't want to drop it, so let's hold it properly. I don't want to break my new mouse. Right, so let's have a look. Animal decks. The New Zealand Naturally Tarot, available on Gamecrafter. A really cool New Zealand based plants and animal and New Zealand environment tarot card. Basically a great deck for working with animals without going into too much detail about each animal. I mean, I can do a bit more research online. It does come with a little bit of a fold out with a little bit about the animals, which is quite cool. So definitely the New Zealand Naturally Tarot. Now the other one that I like going when I'm doing a reading with that is the She Whispers the Truth by Hand Me That Pencil. Now this is really cool. Animals on animal image. Okay, you've got a keyword here and then you've got a little bit of a splurge underneath. So beautifully artwork, a great deck, great messages, absolutely gorgeous. So they work really, really well together if you're looking at an animal combination for a reading, which I'll show you in another video. But so let's start with that. Next I've got the Tarot Familiar by Lisa Parker, which I love because it's the major arcana and the court cards, the aces that have got animals on them. The rest of the cards are all pip type cards, which I actually quite like. So when you lay it out, you're not getting too much combination if you don't want too much animal. Now I actually like to pair that with Tarot Oracle's Echoes of Nature. Now I know this is no longer available, but it's a fantastic deck with this artwork on it. And I think it's because it combines both nature and animals, you know, combines both the animal world and plants and trees and things like that in the imagery with the keyword underneath. So a beautiful deck, and I think they work really, really well together. Okay, next on my thoughts is the Animal Wisdom. Now I love this deck, absolutely love it, and I can use it with any combination of oracle decks, whether I go animals or not. But for this, I'm just showing you all the animal decks. So just to give you an idea of some of the images, the suits are different, the court cards are slightly different, so it does take a little bit of study to sort of get to know the cards. Okay, so Animal Wisdom, Tarot, and in this one I've got the Creature Teacher cards. So I haven't got the book, so, but it's a round deck, and I love those cards. Sort of gives the animals a bit more of a personality. And this can be used with, this deck can be used with any of the tarot decks if I want to, or as a standalone. Okay, so another one, combination. Okay, so that's it for the animals sort of in general in regards to these decks, right? So then I've got the Dragon Tarot. Okay, by Nigel Suckling. Again, sort of a pippish type deck, and at the moment there are a couple of decks I pair this with. First one is the Dragon Oracle by Diane Cooper. And I know there's lots of other sort of dragon decks. Okay. Got so many decks, it sort of gets a bit. I should really put a table to the side, shouldn't I? Would be a lot easier. Let's sort of tidy up a little bit. I like to sort of put things away, and it just sort of tries to make such a mess otherwise. There we go. So the other ones I like to do with the Dragon Tarot is actually Mists of Avalon. Now it does have some animals in the deck. Let's just grab a couple of the animals. Or the dragons for starters. Oops. Let's have a look. Now I can't find the animals that I want them. Now we can see with the bodices and things, you can see these animals with them as well. And then you've got the Taurus with a rabbit. The other world's got the unicorn. Here is the white heart with this white stag. Oh, I knew I can never find what I'm actually looking for. Maybe that was it. But you can see there are animals throughout this deck anyway. Lots of animals in some of the images. So you can see there are. So this one to me is sort of an, it's got animals in it. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the other animal decks I have. Combining of Witches. Now this one here also has animals in it. A few animals, not a lot, a few. Take away the Witches card. Some of the Witches do have animals in them. Temperance has the serpent. The Offering has this little bird, a sparrow or something. Here we have the goat. Here we've got the owl, that's familiar. There's a bee. There's a hare. So there's a few animals, not a lot, but there's a few in there. So like I said, there's a lot of decks that have a few animal cards in them. I just wanted to show some of the ones that I actually have. Okay. Now, another New Zealand one I've got is Whakatinana. Okay, this is by Holly Rose Bromner, and you can find her on Etsy. Okay, this is full of animals as well, birds mainly, but there is a few other birds and there's some plants as well. Mokomoko Keoru, which is a wood pigeon. Zororo, Karere, Dodara, Wihu, Kokako, Kotare, Piwaiwaka, Pihi, Karo, Hirui, Chuya, and a Weta. So yeah, there's a few animals in that one. Just rather small, sort of New Zealand based. Yeah. Okay, so then I've got, now this one is called Butterfly Guiding Light. Now that's the only reason why I include this in the animal. Yes, and I can never get this out when you want to. Okay, this is really based on chakras. It has got butterfly, it has got a few, like it's got the owl there, but mainly because of the butterflies, the reason why. This is, as you can see, it's chakra based. So yeah, chakra based butterfly guiding light. Another animal deck. I mean, remember this is just a really small sample of decks that have animals in them. There's so many more. I mean, a deck collection could grow extraordinarily. Okay, Colette Baron Reed with the Spirit Animal Oracle. Now this is a deck that I use with many different tarot cards. So this is a good one for Native American spreads, for a Native American tarot, working with any of the any decks really. That sort of give you, and you want an animal spirit. And that's really cool. Okay. What's in there? Feels like something stained off. Okay, so another one is the Foxfire Kitsune Oracle. Now I know this is not all animals, but there are some animals in this. So you find like a butterfly, there is a dragon, and here's your fox is what it's mainly about. It really is about the foxes. Right? You will find that there's a geese here, more foxes, lots of foxes of course, dragon. So this is a really cool deck. The artwork's gorgeous. Very fairy-like, I think. This is very fade. As you can see here, very fade-like. Just seeing what there's a bird there, dragon there, fox. There's lots of foxes, of course, with the different keywords and things and different messages. So your stunning deck. So this is a great deck, which I put into my animal collection. Got birds here as well. So you can see there's lots of animals within this deck as well, even though it's mainly based on the fox by the Kitsune. Okay, so there's a couple of Native American decks too that have a small amount of animals within them. This is the medicine Spirit of the Wheel, Spirit of the Wheel Oracle deck, whoops, that have animals, sorry, just moved. Okay, so this one here has a variety of animals throughout the deck, of course. Some of the animals are more prominent than others. Quite cool. Oops, what's happened here? Oops. Not quite sure what's happened there. Okay, just had to resume. Sorry, I just had a bit of an issue there. So here we've got, yeah, like I said, this one here is a great sort of animal deck as well, and that's the Native American Spirit of the Wheel. Now the other one is the Native American Oracle deck. Now this one is not all animals, of course, but it does have a good selection of animals. So let's have a look. We've got beaver and otter. So your beaver is about building. You've got otter is about transformation. And we've got the stag, their stamina. We've got the what's it called? Woodpecker. It's about chipping away at something. That's what I thought about it. The bear with reflection. The wolf with teaching or learning. That's shedding of old skins, got a rainbow cloak there. It's the moose. So yeah, the hawk, so the goose, sturgeon. Crow with the raven or crow with the staff with the stick. So yeah, there's a few animals in that deck as well. So I think that's it from my animal decks, just to sort of show you an example of some of the decks that have animal cards in them. Not all animal cards, not complete animal decks, but they do have some, and I've most probably got other decks as well that I haven't included in this, but this is just sort of a starting point of animal decks. So I'd love to see your collection. Don't forget to check the links below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. What? Oh, I was going to say next animal uploaded. Oh my god, what a blooper. Okay, take care and blessed be.